The Hindu editorial date 18th of September, 2021 editorial number 2. Topic: Picking up the threads from the Afghan rubble. Context: the Taliban have taken control of Afghanistan, including the last pockets of resistance such as Panjshir. This is a direct effect of the United States' unilateral arrangement with the Taliban. India may have the greatest credentials of all the countries operating in Afghanistan to ensure Kabul's neutrality. Much turmoil, terror shoots, threats. Many newer terrorist organizations, such as Daesh, ISIS-K, Al-Qaeda, Jaish-e-Mohammed, JEM, Lashkar-e-Taiba, LET, ATM-K, a militant group from China's Xinjiang, and the Fidai-Mahas, continue to pose a significant threat, all of which are the persistent legacy of 20 years of foreign rule. The government. In the meantime, the Taliban have declared the formation of a 33-member transitional administration, led by acting Prime Minister Mullah Mohammad Hassan Akhund. Abdul Ghani Baradar, acting Deputy Prime Minister, Sirajuddin Haqqani, acting Interior Minister, Mullah Muhammad Yaqub, acting Defence Minister, and Amir Khan Muttaqi, acting Foreign Minister, are among the notable appointees. With other groupings, there is little power sharing. Terrorists in the government, given the major roles entrusted to its protégés, Sirajuddin Haqqani and Muhammad Yaqub, the son of Mullah Omar, Pakistan holds several key cards. The fact that several members of the interim government are on various terror lists, including those of the United Nations and the United States, is unlikely to deter the new government. NATO's objectives failed. The goal of destroying the terror network, namely, the Al-Qaeda network, was far from achieved. Terrorist networks were driven underground for a time, but many new varieties, such as the Islamic State and its various offshoots, thrive not only in Afghanistan, but throughout the world. Graveyard of ambitions. Afghanistan's strategic significance has only grown in recent years. The US's precipitous exit from Afghanistan is a defeat not only for the US, but for all those who supported it. India's engagement. India's investment rendered useless. India's efforts to aid Afghanistan's economic development have been proven futile, and the country's prestige has suffered long-term damage. India's strained relations with new regime. India's efforts to aid Afghanistan's economic development have been proven futile, and the country's prestige has suffered long-term damage. The eyes on the pie. Russia. Russia is looking to expand its influence in Eurasia, and the Afghan crisis provides it with an opportunity to do so. China. Afghanistan is a prize both geo-economically and geopolitically for China, which sees dominance of Asia as the first stage in its quest to become the world's dominant force. Taking advantage of Afghanistan's natural richness is only one component of the country's goals. Another is to make its Belt and Road Initiative a viable entity and to expand its reach to the Indian Ocean without being completely reliant on Pakistan. Many West Asian countries, meanwhile, they're monitoring the situation in Afghanistan to determine how they might best take advantage of the unpredictability. Saudi Arabia is eager to participate, particularly in order to prevent Iran from expanding its influence into Afghanistan. Iran is eager to establish a foothold in Afghanistan in order to assure its own security. Uzbekistan and Tajikistan, which have a tense relationship with Afghanistan, are not averse to maintaining peace in a Taliban-controlled Afghanistan. Meanwhile, the United States' efforts to improve regional security and connectivity through a new quadrilateral diplomatic platform may be dormant even before it gets off the ground. The path for New Delhi. India can play a mediating role between the many countries interested in getting involved in Afghanistan, and come up with a formula that will assist Afghanistan maintain its neutrality and serve as a buffer zone against Chinese expansionism in South Asia. India had played such a pivotal role in delivering a fragile peace to what was then Indochina, and is now Vietnam, 7 decades ago. India may have the best credentials of all the countries currently active in Afghanistan to function as an honest mediator. It is crucial for India to safeguard Afghanistan's unity and integrity, as well as reach an agreement in principle to protect Afghanistan's neutrality. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe.